Welcome to more Amiga 500 mini content, and today we are going to be putting USB devices to the test. I've been seeing a lot of questions in my review and the additional video I did whereby we added 68 titles, and a lot of you guys have been wondering how USB keyboards and other devices fare. Today we are going to be testing a very cheap USB keyboard from Poundland. We're going to be putting it through a little test. We are going to be testing a GEEKPI controller that I purchased off Amazon. We're also going to be testing a PlayStation 4 controller, a PlayStation 5 controller, an Xbox One X controller, and a Nintendo Switch official Pro controller. Which ones are going to work? I know the answer, and I'm rather surprised. So without further ado, let's get into the lady loft and let's put these things through their paces. Okay, so we're scrolling here with the GEEKPI USB controller that I've shown you. I need to point out this. As you can see, obviously the colour scheme on the GEEKPI is completely different on the controller to the A500 Mini. So for me, that's a little discombobulating. You might want to remap your controller so it is either the same colours or whatever it is you prefer. I'm choosing not to remap the controller because my muscle memory is just easier. I know that A to start game is the same, well, it's actually different. It's actually B in yellow on the controller. So I'm gonna press that here, and we're gonna sample Alien Breed 92 with the GEEKPI. We're gonna talk through it a little bit and talk about the responsiveness. I mean, so far so good. This is not scientific by any stretch of the imagination, but I just wanted to have a little play sample on the A500 Mini here with you guys live as we are recording this. So let's just have a little wander through. We need the keys, Gemma. That would help. Keys are good. Keys are definitely needed here. So far so good. It actually feels quite... I'm surprised actually. I really like the D-pad on this. It feels easy to press, easy to kind of glide between the up down motions, left right, etc. We have no keys. Let's go kill some aliens, shall we? Let's go kill some aliens. But again, it's just be mindful, what do you want out of your, I guess, your additional USB controllers? If you're like me, you go by colour, or you might go by muscle memory. For me, in this particular example, rather than me go by colour, I'm actually going by muscle memory. So I'm not going to remap the controller, just want to reiterate that point. Let's go find some aliens to kill, shall we? It actually feels really nice, and I picked up some... These are cheap controllers from Amazon, guys. Super duper cheap. Didn't think they would perform that well, to be honest. Now again, like I said in my Amiga 500 Mini review, I am not Digital Foundry, and I'm not here to give you the scientific breakdown and calculation of what the latency is here, but I can assure you that just off the bat, you know, when you feel a game, you feel the control, you feel the latency, I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to get a hold of some Bluetooth controllers as well. Might take a trip to the pound shop later and get some in a future episode for testing on Bluetooth USB controllers. So far, guys, so good on this little test. I also just want to point out that the native remapping for the home button is simply by pressing start. The start button is in the exact same place as the home button on the A500 controller, and it responds exactly the same. As you can see, it brings us back to this, but we press the home button, if you look in the top right, which is the start button, takes us straight back to the game. So the native remapping is already there for your menu buttons. Guys, I also want to add something I didn't include in my review. If you take a look at Worms, which uses mouse and controller, you can actually get some additional information here. So if you go into your help by pressing up, you've obviously got your native controller states. You can also show mouse controls as well, which I think is really, really cool. I didn't actually show that in my review. And then your secondary controls by pressing R. So just be mindful that if you are not yet the owner of an A500 Mini, that it's quite versatile just to kind of check through your menus with your controls before you boot up your game. A quick stop to Poundland and we have this piece of tat. This was the cheapest USB keyboard I could find and we're going to test it on the Amiga 500 Mini. Oh my god, this is tackier than I thought, but for £10 it will do. It is in the back. We need to type our name into California Games. It should populate on here. We're going to hit record and we're going to see if this disgusting USB keyboard works. It works, guys. The shift key works for caps lock. It actually works. So when I did my additional 68 games added to the A500 Mini, a lot of you guys said I needed a keyboard for Street Fighter 2. So we're going to dive into that now and we're going to check and see if we can have a little game to get past the title screen, which you need the keyboard for. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I will film on my phone as well to prove that I'm pressing the key. What an iconic title screen this is. So in my testing again, because I didn't have a keyboard, I couldn't get past this. So we'll switch to phone view. And there it is. Let us have a little go. Oh, we're using the Alt keys. I wonder if I can go back a minute. No, we're actually going to use the keyboard for this. Literally on the keyboard. As we be spacebar. I'm not quite sure because there's no be one player. I don't know. It said the Alt keys. Oh. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure of the I'm clicking the keys. I will have to get a manual online to look at what the control systems are for the keyboard on this, because I've never played it with keyboard. So we'll double back and we'll see if there's anything that I can get online and we'll try and have a game with the keyboard. Okay, I think I figured some stuff out. So we're going to have a side view with the phone to prove that I'm using the keyboard as well. Right, okay, you saw the first round I lost. Let's see if we can actually land a punch on Dalcine this time. No, I can't even land a punch! Oh my god, I hit him! Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I'm dead! No! Well, I died, but the good news is we were able to move and the keyboard, I can confirm, works on the A500 Mini, albeit a very cheap keyboard. But will this PS4 controller work in the A500 Mini, guys? Oh my god! A PS4 controller works on the A500 Mini. Let's play some games. So we are currently using my Scuff PS4 controller. I'm going to test it on the Chaos engine. No, this is bending my mind. I'm shocked. I'm going for the Xbox controller next. We're going to give it a go. That means there's not necessarily a need for you to buy USB controllers because, wow, this is insane. All right, we're just going to go anything, default. I wonder if the options key, let's see if the options key takes us straight back to the menu, exactly as the home key would on the bundled in joypad. Holy shizzle, guys. I wonder if the analog sticks work. What? I wonder if the analog sticks work. Oh my god, I'm using the analog sticks. I'm going to demo this on my iPhone as well. To prove that the analog sticks work. Oh my god, we're using analog sticks now, guys, for the Chaos engine on the A500 Mini. Feels like there's a little bit of input lag. What that actually looks like by quantitative terms, I don't know. But I'm just letting you know how it feels. I cannot believe. Let's try the D-pad. The D-pad definitely feels way more responsive, in my opinion. But I can confirm that a PS4 controller works. I guess anything with USB compatibility is going to work here. Let's try an Xbox controller next, but I'm going to switch to the iPhone view just to show you that the USB works. I'm going to leave this one in as well, but I will show you it working. So here it is. We'll do the analog stick. You can see it working. I'm recording on the Elgato as well as proof this works. The D-pad also works, so we'll go up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. Wow. Next up then is the Switch controller. This doesn't seem to work. I just wanted to show you this as a real-time view. This doesn't seem to work, as you can see. That's a shame, but it doesn't surprise me with Nintendo. I'm going to try an Xbox controller as well. I mean, maybe there's just not enough juice in this. I'll try it again after it's had a little bit of a charge, but so far it's not working. So same with the Xbox. It looks like it just doesn't want to connect, and as you can see, the carousel in the background is not working at all. It is 2022, and as I talk to you right now, we can play the Amiga with a PlayStation 4 controller. That blew my mind, and the fact that the others didn't work for me didn't matter because that was my favourite part of the video, knowing that you can plug in your charging cable to the back of the A500 and your PlayStation 4 controller works. You might be able to get different controllers working, but what do you think thus far in? In terms of the USB keyboard, in fact any of the USB devices, it is as simple as plugging it into the back of the A500 Mini and away you go. Initially I was confused as the keyboard didn't light up and it's supposed to be an RGB keyboard, but that didn't matter because as soon as we got onto California games, typed in my name, it worked beautifully, and I'm really happy with the result, albeit the keyboard itself is not the most aesthetic. I purely bought it for the purpose of this episode. So go and get your A500 Minis ready and try your PS4 controller for yourself, because there is no other channel on YouTube thus far in that has tried this. So I'm delivering this news as a first. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you have any questions or anything you would like to see along the Amiga content coming into the future, feel free to share. I've got plenty of content coming up in regards to the Amiga. There's more stuff on the CD32, and I'm eventually, once I've written the episode, going to be comparing my Amiga 600 with GoTech drive fitted internally compared with the Amiga 500 Mini. So if you like your Amiga stuff and you like all things retro gaming, make sure you guys subscribe, because I
going to be as consistent as always when delivering content to you. Thank you for the support recently, guys. You've absolutely smashed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. We've got the OLL Gaming Convention coming up with lots of good Amiga stuff there, as Norwich Amiga Group were there, and it really does, the whole thing showcases the amazingness of the retro gaming scene in the UK. So that's in an upcoming episode. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.